What's going on, guys? I figured I would do a stream because I'm so tired of hearing people talk about the Ultimate Fighter like it's actually relevant. The Ultimate Fighter, McGregor versus Chandler. I have not watched it, but the premise of it is terrible because I believe most likely they're probably not even fighting. And I'm just not a fan of the Ultimate Fighter. I know it's on right now, so I figured why not do a stream? We'll see how many people tune in instead of watching the Ultimate Fighter. Not that that really matters. Not that I'm rooting against the Ultimate Fighter or anything, but I've talked about it plenty of times that I don't like the Ultimate Fighter and I'm not a big fan and I'm most likely not going to watch. It would take a lot to draw me in for even one episode. But I figured why not do a stream tonight and we can talk about it. So I figured I'd I was going to go to bed. I was like, I'm going to bed tonight. I'm not doing anything today. And then I sat down at my computer, started working on something I needed to work on. And then I was like, you know what? Let me jump on real quick. I need to prove. I don't want someone telling me later, telling me tomorrow, yeah, dude, I know you watched The Ultimate Fighter. You're lying. So I'm here right now. There's no possible way I'm listening to it. Who would just watch visually? So I'm not watching The Ultimate Fighter. I have no plans on watching The Ultimate Fighter. So here I am. We can really talk about whatever. UFC 289 is coming up. I got to do my grading UFC 289 video. Damn, that needs to come out ASAP. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Holy shit. So I need to do that tomorrow. And I'll do the weekly live chat tomorrow as well. My full card predictions have been out since Monday night. So make sure you go watch that. We're on the road to 10K. So whatever you guys want to talk about, throw it in the chat. Sager's apparently watching TUF, talking about Forrest Griffin. What's up, Brendan? Do you think Chandler versus McGregor fight will happen? Honestly, every day that goes by, I think it's less likely to happen. Dude's talking shit to Matt Brown on Twitter. Why are people excited for this guy? He talks and he talks and he talks and he talks and he doesn't fucking fight. So what are you guys excited for? Oh, he yelled at Chandler. Oh, they yelled at each other on the show. Oh my God, it's so awesome. They're yelling at each other on the show. Oh, it's getting me so excited. I'm excited for that fight if it does happen. I don't need those two. I don't need to watch two grown men. One who does cocaine on a regular basis and PEDs on a regular basis yell at another guy over a show that was recorded months ago to get me excited for a fight that may or may not even happen. I say it's like a 50-50 shot of the fight ever happening. So, let alone, I love the matchup. I think it's a fun fight. But at this point, I'm just fed up. I just think Conor McGregor, all he does is just talk shit from the sidelines. I don't know how he has even one single fan still. He never fights. And then when he is, let me retract that. He never fights. And then all he does when he surfaces in the headlines is he's talking shit to somebody who actually does fight and looking to steal somebody else's shine. I think that's the biggest bitch move ever. He's been doing it for like 8 years now. That is crazy. How can he still have any fans? I don't get it. All he does is talk from the sidelines. Me and Conor McGregor both have the same amount of lightweight wins since 2016. Yeah, in the last 7 years, me and Conor McGregor both have the same amount of lightweight wins. So, yeah, Conor's just desperately attempting to stay relevant. He's constantly talking about, I'll never be out of the game, and I'm always here, and I'm going to fight Nate, I'm going to fight this guy, I'm going to fight that guy before it's all said and done. Dude never fights. And that was long before that injury. And, the injury excuse, dude's been out for what, 2 years now? 2 years, he's pumping himself full of PEDs. He's not in the USADA pool. The fight is not announced. I actually think this is a massive debacle by the UFC because what's the point of even having the Ultimate Fighter? The point was initially when the Ultimate Fighter came to fruition is the season would end and then a couple weeks later you would time it where, okay, now it's time for the pay-per-view. That made it compelling. The season ends, you have the finals and the pay-per-view a week, 2 weeks later. Month later, maybe. Well, this is going to end when? July? It's going to be a whole half a year before they even potentially fight. And that's still not even announced yet. And if it gets announced for November, banish USADA. Just get rid of USADA. So I don't get it. I don't believe Conor even actually coached. I think Conor just showed up, shouted a few words in his Irish accent at Michael Chandler, and got a few clips. And I bet you if you really got his team's honest thoughts, I bet you Conor didn't give a fuck about his team whatsoever. Too busy partying, too busy out snorting coke, too busy out getting drunk. He showed up, so they had something to edit in of him actually being there, and then he went on his merry way, did not give a fuck about his team. So, in my opinion, I just think it's just pointless. You know, it's just pointless. And two grown men shouting at each other doesn't get me excited for a fight. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. We'll see what you guys think. What do you guys think of The Ultimate Fighter? What do you guys think of The Ultimate Fighter? So, you don't think McGregor will fight this year? I agree. He's 34 already. McGregor squandered his entire career. Dust yourself off, pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and right the ship. After all, it's always darkest just before dawn. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. And it's better to have tried and regret than to regret not trying at all. Boom. McGregor looks busted up. His face is aging fast. Dude, his face is changing from PED use. The size of your head and the structure of your face can change with PED use. Look at Alistair Overeem. Dude went from being a lightweight to an oversized heavyweight with his head 5 times the size. So, Chandler's whole team is made up of UFC vets and Conor's is all newcomers. I can't believe there's people watching that shit, to be honest. I'm a little bit disturbed. To be quite honest. And you know Dana's going to come out and say, oh yeah, the analytics did better than every pro sport in the league. It did better than the NBA playoffs. It's got horrible over the years. His ego's frail. Exactly. They used to have train while coaching. He wasn't a bad coach when he was against Uriah. Okay. Almost unwatchable. Chandler's whole team. Okay. I'm watching episode 1. Conor looks hungover. Yeah, I bet you Conor was hungover in every episode because that's all he does is drinking, snort coke and probably smoke a little crystal meth too. So I don't get it, man. I just don't get how anyone's supporting this guy anymore. And this is coming from someone who absolutely loves watching Conor McGregor fight. Loves watching Conor McGregor fight. It's disturbing. It's sad. He squandered his entire career. I mean, he's hooked on coke. He's surrounded by yes men. He's probably an alcoholic. And he squandered his entire career, in my opinion. And I know people say, oh, well, he's richer than ever. Okay, that's fine. How long is that going to last? There'll be a 30 for 30 one day, and Conor will probably be broke or close to broke. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're making millions per year if you're spending more than millions per year. You know, Conor's spending a lot of money, and I almost guarantee at some point he probably goes broke. I hope he doesn't. That's not what I'm wishing here. But, yeah. What's up, Joey? How you doing tonight? I'm doing well, Fight Life. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Ice Cold Yellow? What's up, Andy? BK, have it your way. Yeah, I can only imagine the amount of Burger King commercials we're getting for The Ultimate Fighter. Do they have commercials on The Ultimate Fighter or no? You don't want to watch Roosevelt Roberts get KO'd again? Absolutely not. He wasn't the same since 2016, 2017. Exactly. 3 years ago, Kai France, negative 350 favorite in fights, never was impressive. Give 3 wins now. Oh, he is suddenly better. Give me Albazi, negative 130, third TKO. That would be nuts. That would be crazy. I think Kai Kara France is just... I don't know. I just think he's fought way better competition than Albazi. I think Albazi's very good, and this could be his coming out party. But I have to go with Kai Kara France. I just think he's got a little bit better striking. But do worry, does Albazi's threat of the grappling open up some opportunities on the feet? Because Albazi's got good striking. I know a snowman when I see one, and Conor's firing on all cylinders for it. Yeah, for sure. I can definitely spot a cokehead a mile away. Still would root for Conor over see you at the top, Chandler. I'm not rooting for either guy. I think both guys are corny as hell. I just want a good fight. I just want the fight to happen. I doubt he's going to go broke. His brand alone is worth millions. His brand that he sold, that he has a small equity holder in. You don't understand, like, even if you're making $20 million a year, you're like, oh, how can you ever go broke? If you're making $20 million a year, well, guess what? When you're spending $30 million a year, it's easy to go broke. Of course, we got commercials. Oh, that's horrible. Can you fast forward through them on ESPN Plus or no? You have to literally sit there and watch the commercials. Oh, no. That's horrific. Yeah, I would never tune into that. I'm done. There's people talking about we're going live after the show. That's crazy. We're going live after the show. MMA fighting. Join us on TUF 31 reaction show live immediately following tonight's season premiere. Yo, MMA fighting has one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. They're doing post Ultimate Fighter reactions. Like, what is this? The Talking Dead? What is this? A post-fight presser? You're literally recapping two grown men having a few words with each other in a gym in Las Vegas and not actually fighting or even scheduled to fight. Dude, MMA fighting. Someone needs to break out the defibrillator, okay? They're on life support. MMA fighting's on life support. We need somebody rubbing the defibrillators together. Clear. Zzz. Dude, everything I've seen from MMA fighting, one foot in the grave and another on a banana peel. What they look at anything that goes on in the MMA world online. And they're like, okay, how can we get Conor McGregor's name into this? He doesn't fight. He doesn't ever fight. All he does is talk shit. Well, we need articles with Conor McGregor's name in it. We need articles with Conor McGregor's name in it. Oh, Conor McGregor took a shit at a club in Vegas. MMA fighting is just... They're doing post reactions to episodes of The Ultimate Fighter. Jeez, talk about desperation. That is the equivalent of me putting on... Look, MMA fighting doing a live post show for The Ultimate Fighter Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is the equivalent of me going to the dollar store and buying one of those little disguises with the glasses and the googly eyes and the big nose and mustache, and then taking a kitchen knife and robbing a gas station for money, okay? That is the level of desperation that MMA fighting is going to, because they need any headline possible with Conor McGregor's name in it. That's what they need. That's why all their articles are covering Conor McGregor tweets. They're covering live a post-fight reaction to The Ultimate Fighter. MMA fighting has one foot in the grave and another on a banana peel. Talk about desperation. I'm embarrassed that I just read that. And hopefully it works all out for him, but that's crazy. The desperation. That's like me going to rob a gas station at knife point with a kitchen knife and a dollar store disguise. Talk about desperation. We are moments away from the return of The Ultimate Fighter, starring Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. Join us on TUF 31 reaction show. Damn. I couldn't imagine doing that. I'm going to start doing TUF recap videos. Imagine I start doing that. Oh my God. If I start getting asked to do that, I don't know where I go from there. Hey, maybe the show will win some Academy Awards, and maybe I'll get drawn into watching and I'll eat all my words. Is there any good MMA media these days? No. So are you saying Conor fumbled the bag? Conor McGregor fumbled the bag. Glad you agree, bro. This is trash matchup. Might not even happen. Francis exposed Dana. There you go. Disgusting. Crazy how we talk about Chandler like this is like this, like he's not training hard AF. I never mentioned Chandler. It's 52 past the hour. Doesn't seem like they won't have a fight on tonight. Oh, there hasn't been a fight yet? Must be a quick finish then. Hey, Joey, I have a serious question. Would you take a job that makes 150 plus a year if it involved having to scam and mislead people? Absolutely not. I wouldn't take a job for $1 million if it involved having to scam or mislead people. So if that's something you're thinking of, dude, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it, dude. That's horrible. That's horrible. If there's one thing I hate, is scammers. And yeah, it doesn't matter what amount of money it would be involved. I couldn't do that. I would never do that. You know, there's people out there scamming old people out of their life savings and shit. And I just think I wouldn't mind these people getting the death penalty, to be honest. That's how scummy I think it is. You know, but I'm a person that's just like, I can't believe some of the shit people do nowadays in terms of their morality and the way they see the world, and I just can't believe it. So no, absolutely not. And if that's like a hypothetical, like you're thinking about it, don't do it. The 10-second fight. Scamming people is gross. Who even thinks like that? Exactly. Roberts brutally KO'd him. Well, there you go. There's your answer. I told you it would be a quick KO if it seemed like they weren't going to have a fight. I remember when they did the Ultimate Fighter live. They did the Ultimate Fighter live at one point in time. But there you go. You wouldn't either. Either that or we're getting an early KO. Yeah, I knew for sure. They usually do a fight on every episode, from what I understand. From when I used to watch back in the day. TUF Live was lit. I don't even remember it. I remember it existing and I remember watching it, but I don't remember what it was like. I know French Fries is tuned in. Cara France, Little Weasel losing this weekend, bro. Okay. Now Connor's doing lines with Dana at the Red Rock Casino. Jeez Louise. It kind of made the wild card fight trash because they had 2 days to pick fighters. Talk about scammers. Remember Krause on that live season? I don't. I have no recollection of the live season, to be honest. I have no recollection. I don't remember who was on that season. I think Michael Chiesa was on that season, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Damn, that's crazy. Ryan Bader, a coach with Chandler, weird? Not that weird. Does Conor get the winner of the BMF fight? Probably. Remember the Ultimate Surfer? Dude, Dana White has all types of business ventures. Dude's just bored and has too much money. He doesn't know what to do with it. So. Oh, look, they already uploaded on Twitter. The KO. It wasn't even that brutal of a KO, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Dude just hit him with a right hand and hammer fist him away. It actually looked kind of soft. And then dude just slammed his nuts on the cage. Dude, Conor's like... I hope that was Conor's boy that got on the show. I hope that was Conor's boy that got on the show. That would give me pure joy. Does anyone know, was that one of Conor's boys? Dude crying he got KO'd in 10 seconds, never had a chance. That's sad. I feel bad for him. Is Conor sniffing that white? For sure. Not Connor's boy. Okay. Ige beats Landwehr and Imavov beats Curtis. Okay. Oliveira's the kind of fighter who has no haters. I hope he wins. Oliveira versus Islam too. I don't know if there'll be a second fight. I don't know. I think they'll give it to Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier winner. Connor's boy's actually on Chandler's team, ironically. Damn. So Connor tried to give him a favorable matchup. If Connor gets to pick that fight, he'll try to give him a favorable matchup. And of course, if Chandler picks the fight, he's going to try to give him a favorable matchup. So, Joey, what age should I get drunk at a club in Mexico and 10-8 my wife? I would definitely say like 53 years old. I would definitely say like 53 would probably be the move. If I was planning on getting drunk in a club in Mexico and 10-8 my wife, I would probably be 53 years old. 3 out of 10 episode on my scorecard. Dude scoring tough episode. If I start seeing breakdown videos of The Ultimate Fighter, I'm going to cringe so hard. I am going to cringe so hard. If I had to predict who wins, just looking at these names that I know, I'm going Timur Valiev. He's a really good fighter. I don't know why he got cut to begin with. And why is Sedyukov Kakramanov not on the show? Jason Knight from Bare Knuckles on there? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. They just showed a teaser of Chandler talking to a doctor about the grade 2 MCL tear. Shout out to TUF. It got me in MMA. Fair enough. Fair enough, JJ Smoke. I'm glad. I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy for you, my friend. I'm glad you got into the sport that way. Best YouTube channel? Thank you. Sedyukov isn't on the show because they're not doing his weight. What is Timur Valiev weight then? I thought he was 35. Joe, would you watch if I told you Tony Kelly was on the show as a vet? Absolutely not. It's so annoying that they keep trying to hype how rich Conor is. Yep, I would assume that. Yeah, it's 135 and 155. So is Sedyukov Kakramanov not 135? Or am I smoking crack? Or am I on coke Conor McGregor style? I don't know. You didn't know there was 2 weight classes? Alright, you clown. I'm glad you misinformed me. Yeah, Conor's rich and he's here out of the kindness of his heart. Dude, Conor's the definition of you give somebody money and it changes them. Or it brings out who they really are. Because that's what I really do believe happens. You give somebody money and it brings out who they really are. I'm convinced Power Slap was invented off some lines at the Red Rock. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. But yeah, Conor got a little bit of money in his pocket, and we found out who he really was. That's the honest truth right there. That's the honest truth. That's what's really going on. How much do the coaches get paid for this? I believe it's a few $100,000. I would believe for Conor it'd be at least a few $100,000. For Chandler, I'd probably say under $100,000. Plus all expenses paid for when he was in, like they kept him up in a hotel and everything when he's in Vegas and everything if he doesn't live there. But I would say Conor, they probably paid him a couple hundred. So, what's up, man? Became a channel member yesterday, and I'm loving the server. Keep up the good work, man. I'm happy that you're enjoying this Discord server, Jeremiah. We have fun in there. We get a little bit crazy in there, but I try to update you guys on everything that's going on the channel. I try to stay active in there myself. Sometimes it gets a little crazy and hectic. We have the breaking news tab, which I absolutely love. And, yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying the Discord, dude. The Discord alone is worth the cost of the membership, to be honest. So I'm glad you're enjoying the Discord, my friend. I really do. Joe, what were your thoughts on everyone reacting to Khabib jumping the fence, and would people react differently if it was Conor? I thought it was stupid as hell. Everyone's clutching their pearls over a grown man jumping out of a cage like nobody's ever done it before. The media acted like such bitches. It's a dark day in MMA history. This is a stain on the sport. What? These men are knocking each other senseless. They're giving each other CTE. This dude is beating you up so badly that one day, years down the line when you get older, something may snap in your brain and you may kill your entire family. And we're clutching our pearls about a man jumping out of a cage and not hurting a soul. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. If there's one time I could go back and... If there's one time in MMA history I could go back and have a YouTube channel, I would love it. I was pissed. I was like, what are these clowns talking about? Oh my God, it's a stain on the sport. He jumped out of the cage. Oh my God, what are we ever going to do? Oh no, Herbert Dean, wave it off. He jumped out of the cage. Oh my God. Meanwhile, they're actively condoning Conor McGregor injuring women inside a bus, getting fights canceled, having fighters go without a paycheck because of Conor when they're fighting to pay for their family. And oh, that's great. Conor's making fun of his family. Conor making fun of his wife. This promotion for this fight is so good. Thank you, Conor, for this great promotion. I can't wait to write this MMA article and get lots of clicks. But a dude jumped out of the cage and we're clutching our pearls. Oh, it's after the fight. He should have showed respect after the fight. There are consequences to your actions. Okay? There are consequences. Conor opened his mouth. He kept talking. He kept talking. He kept talking. His corner opened their mouths. They kept talking, kept talking, kept talking. Doing shady shit. Doing unsportsmanlike shit. Saying nasty stuff about a man's family. And at a point where the emotions are the highest, he jumps out of the cage, does not injure anyone, and people act like it is the most egregious thing they've ever seen. I couldn't believe it. I was disgusted by it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe it. And what it was is a lot of fans and a lot of MMA media were upset that Conor McGregor didn't get the win. They wanted Conor McGregor to win because then they said, oh, he's going to be the biggest superstar ever if he beats Khabib. And it was disturbing. It was disgusting. It was an embarrassment. I remember at some point in time, I tweeted out something to some of the MMA media members on my personal account way back when I had a personal account. And I tagged like all these media members. And somehow it got shared around and shared around and shared around. So many people retweeted it. I think it ended up getting thousands of retweets. So you might have seen one of my tweets back in the day. I can't remember what it was. But I basically said like something along the lines of, like, you guys condone when a man acts like this all in the promotion of a fight. But when there's consequences to those actions, you guys want to clutch your pearls and cry like a bunch of little bitches. When I heard him say this is the darkest day in MMA, oh my goodness, I said, these bitches, these cornballs, oh my goodness. It was a horrible time to be a fan. It was a horrible time to be a fan. It was an embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. The MMA media were basically just crying and bawling and throwing a fit because Khabib won. That was it. If I could have, at that point in time, if I would have ran into Ariel Helwani on the streets, ooh, I would have had to sock him and put him in a Boston Crab. The shit was embarrassing. The way the media was acting, look. The way the media was acting was as if Khabib Nurmagomedov punted a puppy, an 8-week-old puppy. You would have thought Khabib pulled one out of his You know, went underneath the cage, found a newborn puppy, and punted it into the crowd. That's the way they acted. They acted like he was caught beating a child because he jumped out of the cage, which Conor has done on other occasions. And that just showed me right then and there. I said, the MMA media can't be trusted. They're a bunch of clowns. They're a bunch of bitches. And they're just a bunch of crybabies. It was one of the worst time periods to be a fan. Because I was like, seriously, I couldn't believe they were the way they were acting. And another thing, when they brought Brock Lesnar in the cage to have the altercation with DC, and they were sucking on that too. Oh yeah, I love this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh yeah, Brock Lesnar pushing and shoving in the cage. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. They were just deep throating it. I hate the MMA media with a passion. But that was an inspiration for the channel, so that's why I stopped watching that shit. That's why I don't watch no MMA, real MMA media at all. And yeah, I just kind of make my own stuff. Give my own thoughts, and at least now I can get it out to an audience. So when they're shaping a narrative in a way that I believe is disingenuous and intentionally misleading, guess what? Now I get to go on here and make my own video and tell you guys why it's wrong. So it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. To be forever a legend for that. Exactly. I thought it was badass. UFC 229 exposed a lot of people. Yeah, I kind of sort of felt like Joey just gave his UFC 229 aftermath rant against the MMA media now. UFC dropping the bag. Conor did it to Aldo. Exactly. MMA media acted like Colby Covington when Khabib jumped the cage. Dude, it was craziness. They still haven't given him his fight purse. Dude, shout out to Khabib too. He said, I will never fight in New York ever again. Or where was it? Was it in Las Vegas? It was in Las Vegas, I believe. He said, I'll never fight there again. Right? It was in Las Vegas. UFC 229. T-Mobile Arena. 6th of October. 6th of October. 5 years ago. Why is my phone on loud somehow? But yeah, Khabib said I'll never fight there again. And you know what? You know what? To this day, you know what made me love Khabib? His boys got a lot of flack for what they did to Conor, but they hit Conor because Conor sucker punched their coach. People forget about that, and people blatantly ignored that in the aftermath. That Conor sucker punched one of the coaches, and that's why Khabib's boys jumped in and sucker punched Conor. And the MMA media blatantly ignored that. And what made me a diehard Khabib fan to this day, Khabib said, look, if the UFC cuts my boys, if the UFC cuts my friends for that, I will never fight in the UFC again. And you know what made it so glorious? When Khabib made that statement, when he came out and said, look, if they are cut from the organization, I will never fight in this organization again. What made it so good was he meant it. A lot of people make a lot of empty statements. When Khabib Nurmagomedov made that statement, we knew it was true. And guess what? They didn't get cut from the organization. So when I saw Khabib riding out for his friends, because his friends who were low-level UFC fighters, nobody cared about him at all. To see Khabib at that point in his career stand up for his boys, right or wrong, forget about if you think they're right or wrong. He stood up for his boys, and he made that statement. He said, look, if you cut them, I will never fight again. And he meant it. I said, damn. Damn. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And the fact that it worked out and the fact that he meant it, I loved it. Conor sucker punched Khabib's coach. Yes, he did. In the immediate aftermath, Khabib jumped over the fence. Khabib's coach went over the fence and was sitting on top of the fence. And then Conor ran over and sucker punched him in the face. That's why Conor has said, oh, I hit him with a left hand. But one thing I will say, I saw a clip online, and it was from the McGregor documentary. And Dana came to the locker room after Conor lost. And Dana was apologizing for the post-fight antics and talking about we're going to have these guys arrested and this was uncalled for and this was ridiculous. And Conor said, I don't give a fuck about that. It doesn't matter. I lost. I don't care about that. He didn't care about what happened in the aftermath. He knew it was an emotional mess. He didn't care. And he didn't care. He didn't want those guys cut, I don't think. He didn't want those guys to be arrested. He knew emotions were running high. Shit happens. All he cared about was the fact that he lost to Khabib. I do respect that. So, you're pissing off a ton of people. I don't care who I'm pissing off. I'm just giving my opinion. So, that's what made me like Khabib right then and there. And that's why I have a Khabib autograph. And I have it hanging in my living room. And it's Khabib pointing at Dylan Dennis right before he jumps out of the cage. I've showed it. I have a video of it on my members tab. But yeah, it was a glorious moment in MMA history. Khabib and his boys different than Guida and his boys? Exactly. Is Chandler embarrassing how he eats up Conor? Yes. I actually have a video from when I first started the channel. Khabib shouldn't have jumped the cage at Dennis. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I don't think I ever wanted someone to win as bad as Khabib that night. And I swear I knew Khabib was going to whoop his ass. I was so confident. I was 100% confident. I was 100% confident Khabib would win. And he just beat the dog shit out of Conor. It's literally hilarious how much leverage Conor has over Dana. Because Dana knows how much money he's worth with one fight. Yeah, there's a big difference between sucker punching someone and confronting someone. Big difference. If you can't see the difference, I can't help you. You have a mental disability you need to have looked at by a licensed physician. Okay? If you don't know the difference between sucker punching an innocent person who's not really doing anything and a person climbing a fence to confront someone to their face, who's looking at them, who knows they are coming, pause. If you don't see the difference between those two things, go see a licensed physician, get yourself diagnosed with something. Nate Diaz is a sucker puncher. Yeah, Nate Diaz is as well. Yeah, let's confront someone and chat it. I never said he's chatting it out with him. Dude was taunting him from the sidelines. So he went to go say, what's up? Dude, you're calling on an altercation with me. It's all on video. You're calling on an altercation with me. Well, guess what? I'm going to give you that. So I don't know. But yet, sucker punching a man probably twice your age is, okay, that's fine. That's great. That's great. Yeah, oh yeah. Go ahead, sucker punch an old man who's sitting on top of a cage, trying to stop his fighter from doing something that could get him in trouble. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. And nobody's saying, oh, Khabib was so smart and so right in doing it. Nobody's saying that. All I'm saying is I don't give a fuck what he did. There's consequences to your actions. We live in a real world here, okay? And why I don't believe anybody should be attacked for words, there's only so much you can do, and so much taunting you can do, and so much shit talking you can do before there's consequences for your actions, okay? And I'm not going to clutch my pearls over it. I would criticize Khabib too if he went after innocent people. He went after a dirtbag. Exactly. A dude that was taunting him. A dude that was asking. So Khabib did something that Dylan Dennis was asking him to do. There's video. He's calling him on. He's like, come on over. Come on over. He did something that he was being asked to do. versus sucker punching an old man who has nothing to do with it, who's not participating in any of the shenanigans. Yeah, that's definitely the same thing. That's definitely the same thing. I think, you know what? I think we should sue Khabib. I think Khabib should be thrown in jail for what he did. I think he needs to be throw him in jail. You know, I think he needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and I think he needs to be shunned by his family for what he did that fateful night on October 6th when he submitted Conor McGregor with a neck crank, not even a rear naked choke, a neck crank. So, yeah, I'm calling the fire department on Khabib right now. Hello, fire department. I'd like to report a crime. Yeah, some guy just climbed a fence because another guy was calling him on and egging him on to come there. So he climbed a fence and jumped over. He didn't hurt anyone. He came right back afterwards. There was no one injured in the event. I just hope you guys can get here quick. This is a serious crime. This is a real serious crime. We're going to need help. Get the whole entire fire department here. Yeah, yep. We're going to need paramedics as well, even though nobody's hurt. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he ruined his legacy with that one. Darkest day in sports. It's the darkest day in sports. I think you should be sued for that haircut, Joey. You don't like it? You don't like his haircut? That's not what your mother said. I'm calling the FBI. Yeah, call the FBI, the CIA. We need everyone. We need everyone on the case. We need a Secret Service too. Conor versus Khabib was like a barking dog versus a biting dog. Exactly. Conor didn't win a round in that fight. Agreed. But people will say he won the third round. Technically on the judges' scorecards, I think he did. But Khabib was just standing in front of him, slapping him and embarrassing him and taunting him. I think the third round, hot take maybe, I think the third round was the most embarrassing round for Conor McGregor. Khabib was standing flat-footed in front of him, open hand slapping him. And Conor was able to do nothing. It was an embarrassment. So what a ruined legacy for Khabib. I can't believe he climbed a fence. Can you believe he climbed a fence and jumped out of there? Oh my goodness. What's next? Is he gonna talk shit from the sidelines for the next 5 years and not win any fights and snort coke and get drunk every night and cheat on his wife openly and obviously while he has kids? Good thing he didn't do that. That would have really hurt his legacy. So, haha, Joey Melton Connor. The fake takedown to the right hook was legit. Oh, you're talking about when Khabib dropped him? Blaze One Sports. Thank you for the $2 dono. Blue light, please. What, you want me to change this light? Is that what you want? Is that what you're saying? Joe, what are your thoughts on TUF 31? It sucks ass. It's two grown men hanging out with a bunch of other grown men, yelling at each other occasionally to set up a fight that's not even going on. Yep. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for the $2 dono. I'm auctioning off the color of the light in the background, so if anybody wants me to change the color back, you got to donate more than Blaze One and ask for it. Boom. You didn't watch it though, so how can you give an honest opinion on it? Because I know what it is, all right? I subconsciously already know what happened. Look, I'm a producer. I edited the entire series. So, I don't need your backsash, all right? Conor and Colby are the Uncle Ricos of the UFC. Yup. Conor's going to be, look, Conor one day is going to be, if I didn't break my leg, I'd have been 4-division champ. I would have cleared out all them divisions. I would have KO'd everyone. If I wouldn't have broke my leg, if coach would have put me in fourth quarter, we would have took states. TUF 1 summary, Chandler, Glaze, and Conor. Yeah, exactly. UFC London isn't looking good. Molly McCann is co-main event. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Ew, ew, Molly McCann in a co-main event. Jeez Louise, that's horrible. I just can't wait till we get to these next few cards and then we get back to some good fights. I can't believe it's fitting to be June. It's fitting to be June soon, boys. That's crazy. We got a lot of cards coming up. I think we got a fight card every single week for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Holly Holm versus Mayra Bueno Silva. Ew. Ew, I just saw that. Ew, I just saw that. Please tell me that. I didn't see that. Please tell me I didn't see that. Ew. Mayra Bueno Silva, Holly Holm main event. Ew. Why are they doing this to us? Ew. Ew, 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 ew. That's horrible. That Norma Dumont, Chelsea Chandler. Ew. Ashley Evans Smith versus Alan Perez. Ew. Walt Harris versus Josh Parisi and his butt crack. Ew. This is horrible. That shit really ruined my night. Thank God that's at least over a month and a half away. Hopefully that gets canceled. I hope Holly Holm and Mayra Bueno Silva pull out, pop for PED, something. I'd rather see Walt Harris versus Josh Parisian as the main event. If you're looking forward to Holly Holm versus Mayra Bueno Silva, I hope you get kidnapped in Boston Crab every day for the rest of your life. That's crazy bad. That's crazy bad. I mean, why is that a main event? I can't believe that. Apparently, they're saying Conor McGregor is back in the USADA pool. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take an actual look. I don't buy it. It's updated weekly. Nope. He has not been tested. He's not been tested yet. Conor looks roided in AF and TUF 31. Of course he was roided. Holly Holm got the best shoulder shots in the UFC. Yeah. That's crazy. Conor like, I could punch Cerrone over that mountain. Yeah. Dude, Conor's like, his wife's eating a Salisbury steak. And he's like, watch what I can do with this. He reaches over, grabs it, just throws it. Hits somebody right in the head, KOs them. Yeah, coach would have put me in fourth quarter. We would have took states. If it wasn't for that damn leg break in that round, I was getting 10-8'd by Dustin Poirier anyway, I would have won. I can't believe ESPN's doing an After the Ultimate Fighter live stream. Let's see how many people are watching MMA fighting. That's what I need to see. 589 people watching. These dudes got 480p webcams. Oh my God. MMA fighting is dying. 105 likes. 105 likes. That's crazy. For a channel with 1.62 million subscribers. They are dead. Anyone in this chat is dead. This is crazy. Imagine being in this chat right now. Imagine being a channel member of MMA fighting. Imagine what kind of cornball you got to be a channel member of MMA fighting. That's hilarious. Yeah, look. I'm telling you right now, if you watch The Ultimate Fighter on ESPN Plus, that's one thing. But if after the show's over, you're like, I got to head over to MMA Fighting's live stream to see the TUF recap, you're dead to me. I would never be your friend. You're an embarrassment, and you're an embarrassment of a man. You're somebody who makes me embarrassed for this sport. And yeah. Luque versus RDA prediction. I'm going RDA by grappling. It's embarrassing that Volk is calling out the corpse of Conor. He wants that payday. But Conor's just talking shit towards everyone. He wouldn't fight any of them anyway. I can't believe the UFC's hyping him up. I can't believe everyone's hyping him up like yeah, Conor, you would fight everyone. And look at all these Twitter accounts saying Conor's officially back. He's not yet been tested. I want to see him tested in the USADA pool. So he's not fighting until December. Was TUF actually good tonight? No, it was not. I didn't watch it, but no. It was horrible. It was horrible. Guys, if you could do me a favor, if you could like this stream, I would really greatly appreciate it. And also, double check and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that as well. I get on here for hours per week, just pleasuring you guys. All right? Talking about MMA and pleasuring you guys. One grown man pleasuring a bunch of other grown men. The least you can do is drop a like, all right? The least you can do is drop a like. The fact that I'm causing damage to my throat by pleasuring you guys, it's the least you can do is like the stream. How many subs are we at now? Oh my goodness. We're at 9,693. Jeez Louise. 307 subscribers away. We'll get there before UFC 289, I think. Bro, am I the only one that didn't know Luque and RDA were fighting? Nah, it just got announced recently. Conor will be tested like Brock was before 200. Yeah, most likely. Pause. Ayo. Bro, Andy, I just saw what you posted on Discord. Hold on, let me go. Conor McGregor. They're selling Conor McGregor TUF jerseys. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Let me see how many I can put in my cart. Oh, you can only put 11 in your cart? That's only all they have in stock? That's all they have in stock? Let me take a look. Do. Go look at what I just posted. If you're a member, go look at what I just posted in Discord. I'm buying up the entire stockpile. Discord reunion, we got to wear Conor's jersey. Yeah, look, I'm going to rent out like a hall, and to get in, you got to be wearing an Ultimate Fighter jersey. Happy Pride Month, Joey. Thank you for pleasuring us all. Bro, stop. $100 for those knockoffs. Oh my goodness. Fellow traveler, thank you for the $2 dono. What you mean McGregor versus Chandler sucks? What do you mean McGregor versus Chandler sucks? I just find it hard to believe it's going to happen. Even if it does happen, it's not happening until December, January. So the show is going to air for the next 2 months. And then there's going to be 7 months, 6 months before they actually fight each other. So the whole Ultimate Fighter sucks, in my opinion. It used to be the show would end, then they fight. A week, 2 weeks, a month later, max. Now the show's going to end. There's going to be 6 months, and then they might actually fight. Maybe. We don't even know. And all the show is it's two grown men, one who uses PEDs and cocaine, the other one who trains nonstop and uses inspirational quotes that are corny as hell and says, "See you at the top" constantly. Oh my God, these two guys are going to yell at each other for a couple weeks, and we're going to watch it highly edited on a TV show, and then that's going to get us excited for a fight that's not even announced and may not ever happen, and if it does happen, it won't be at least for 6 to 7 months. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. That's my thoughts. Joey, man, you sound like you're having difficulty breathing. Don't mean to be offensive. I don't know what that means, but technically I always have difficulty breathing. I have a deviated septum that I need to have surgery on, but I just haven't had it done yet. But I don't know. I can hold my breath for 2 minutes underwater. So beat that. Beat that, buddy. Beat that for lung capacity, all right? I can leave my house right now, and I can ride my bike 200 miles, and I won't even stop. All right? I can Boston crab you for 8 hours straight without even getting tired. I would beat the brakes off of Braxton Smith on my life. All I got to do is last the first 2 minutes. I would beat the brakes off of Braxton Smith. He would gas out. One knee to the body, he's done. So it may not sound great on a microphone, but I'm telling you right now, and you can ask your mother. I got cardio for days, all right? I got cardio for days. I might not look like much underneath this shirt. This is prime Uberim right here, okay? Me and Uberim got the same physique. So Joey's going to pull a Dricus Duplessis. Exactly. Sheer heart and will and determination. Michael Chandler is a blue-collar kind of guy. Dude lives in the gym and how he feeds his family and all his children he owes. Conor loses this fight. He goes back to his yacht. Big difference. Exactly. I went walking yesterday and walked for an hour straight. An hour. That's crazy. Not really. Joey got a last 2 minutes. Pause. Exactly. You won't last against Claudio Puelles and William Knight. Maybe I won't. But Braxton Smith, I would beat the brakes off of Braxton Smith. I'm seriously considering becoming a UFC heavyweight. While Chandler is the perfect matchup for Conor, conventional stance, short and stocky, he's been super inactive while Chandler lived and breathes MMA. I think Conor's going to get starched. My early prediction was Conor, but I'm slowly switching to Chandler. But Chandler just has no fight IQ. No fight IQ. He just has a massive tell every time he's going to throw a right hand. He squats down, and lunges in with the right hand. And I just feel like Conor, even if Conor's like 20% of himself, as long as he can, boom, straight left down the middle as Chandler squats down, loads up that right hand, probably KOs him. But I don't know what Conor's going to look like. Dude's too busy snorting coke. So who we got in the Dustin Justin fight, the better fight and signed? I'm leaning Dustin right now, but I could switch. TRT Chandler versus Cokehead Conor. I hate that I have to pick a winner. I'm hoping simultaneous KO. That would be the most ideal scenario. If huge right hand lands for Chandler as he's getting clipped with a left hand right on the chin, they both go out cold. People forget Aldo landed a big shot on Conor McGregor in their fight and cut him open. People forget that. They landed simultaneously. So people forget that it happened. Conor landed a left and Aldo landed a right, I believe it was. Chandler's going to bum rush Conor. He'll eat a shot on the way in. I don't think Conor's left hand is all that anymore. We'll see. We're going to see. I think Chandler should try to wrestle early. Why don't you like Michael Chandler? I don't mind Michael Chandler. Who said I didn't like him? I just thought it'd be funny if we got a simultaneous KO. I just thought it'd be funny if we got a simultaneous KO. Chandler has a fight IQ, but he doesn't use it. Well, if he doesn't use it, how can we know it exists? That's like saying, look, I got a six-pack abs, all right? I got six-pack abs. I'm cut up like crazy. I just choose not to show it, all right? I just choose not to show it. I got a six-pack ab. I'm cut up like crazy. I just choose not to show it, all right? Imagine if he KOs Conor like he did against Ferguson. Oh, my God. Just flatline, punts his head off. That would be wild. If anyone is being paid to sell a fight, it's Michael Chandler against Conor McGregor. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. At this point, after seeing the Paddy Pimblett decision, the Sean O'Malley decision, I almost said prediction for some reason. Nothing would surprise me anymore. Big up from Atlanta, Georgia. What's going on with Mr. BC from Atlanta, Georgia? What is going on, my friend? Big ups from Maryland. Is it weird if I watch you in the shower sometimes? There's nothing wrong with getting pleasured by another man in the shower. While you're in the shower. Let me stop. Pause. Chandler's a freak athlete. He could have beaten every opponent he's lost to in the UFC if he fought smarter. Maybe so. Maybe so. But that's the way Chandler's always fought. My mustache is tickling my nose. But that's the way of the world sometimes. What's your pick on Nasruddin Imavov versus Chris Curtis? Early prediction, I'm going Chris Curtis, but I gotta think about it. I picked Sean Strickland over Nasruddin. I think Nasruddin was a little bit overblown as a contender. But we'll see. I gotta decide real soon. But I'm probably going Chris Curtis. But I've picked Chris Curtis, what? 4 or 5 times now. I thought he beat Kelvin, and I think it sucks that he got robbed there. Not robbed, but what I'm saying, it was delegitimized by the headbutt. I've never heard of that app. Pause, yeah, big pause. What's up, Little Seal? What's up, Little Seal? I hope you're doing all right. Imavov proved he has no gas tank. I know if it was a main event, I'd be 100% Chris Curtis. 100%. Gastelum pieced him up. Not really if you watch the fight. Not really all that much. Sean versus Aljo. What about it? What about it? How would Neal versus Covington play out? I think Neal would beat the brakes off Colby. Appreciate you as well. I can't believe we've already been on here for over an hour. How does that even happen? How did that even happen? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Everything is people just talking about the Ultimate Fighter this and the Ultimate Fighter that. Strickland is a much better striker than Curtis. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think they're both really good strikers. I think Strickland has more straight punches. But we'll see. It's going to be an interesting fight. But I think Neal against Covington, I think Neal would light Covington up on the feet. And I don't think Covington would be able to take him down. Or gas him either. So I would go Jeff Neal. But Colby would never take that fight. If Colby wins the title somehow, he's going to ask for Nick Diaz. He's going to ask for Dustin Poirier's BMF belt. And he's going to attempt to ruin the welterweight division more than it's already ruined. I believe. Conor's definitely on some powder. Why is Cyril gone anywhere near the top 3 heavyweight contenders when he's 1 out of 2 in his last 3 and got badly embarrassed by Jones? I don't know, because the rankings are horseshit. That's why. They're voted on by a bunch of clowns. Honestly, Colby would ragdoll Neil. Neil got ragdolled and taken down by like 5 seconds by like Dilbert. Colby's way better than wrestler than Burns. How long ago was that, dude? I don't even remember that. Dude, you're talking about Neil Magny. We're talking about Jeff Neal. And I don't know. He only said Neal. I was talking about Jeff Neal, bro. You're mistaken. Is the heavyweight division talent pool that shallow? The heavyweight division is horrible. The heavyweight division is horrible. I've said it since I started the channel. It's always been the worst division in the UFC. Men's division, at least. God, my eyes itching like crazy now. Yeah, Neil Magny would get spanked by Colby, out-wrestled badly, and lose badly. But yeah, I'm like 99% sure I've seen a promo that spoils fights next week. Not going to ruin it for anyone else, but if you look through promos, you'll see it. That's crazy. They spoiled it with a promo. My eyes itching now. This stream will continue to go ahead and run through sunrise. It will not. It will not. It will not run through sunrise. The stream will maybe go, we'll say another 15 to 30 minutes maybe. My eye keeps itching. I'm going to have to end it soon. I'm going to have to go flush out my eye. I feel like I got something in my eye and it keeps itching. And I keep rubbing it and it won't go away. Why is Chael Sonnen undisputed, undefeated? He's not. He's a cheater. He's a known cheater. One of the worst cheaters in MMA. Joey, don't stop the stream. Stop. Stop it. Damn, it itches bad. Prediction for Usman versus Khamzat. I would take Khamzat by TKO. Yeah, Chael is a clown for sure. Chael is a clown. I agree with you on that one. Colby can wrestle, but Gilbert elite on the ground. BJJ world champ and never uses it nowadays. And strikes. Yeah, I mean, Gilbert doesn't use the grappling all that much anymore. Thoughts on... I have no idea. I don't have any thoughts on it, bro. Don't care. I wish Colby would fight some actual contenders so we could see where his skill was at. So we could see where his skill set was at, but no. Dude has 0 ranked wins on his entire MMA resume. Yep. And that's just the way it is now. The welterweight division for the last few years has been an embarrassment of the division outside of the champion defending his belt. And that's basically what's going on. That is basically what's going on. What's happened to your gaming channel? I don't have it. Seems like something is up with Khamzat. Dude's been in Abu Dhabi for a while now. I'm telling you, dude can't travel anywhere else. Joey, how excited are you for Priscilla Cachoeira versus Joanna Wood? Fight of the year? I wish they were the Ultimate Fighter coaches, to be honest. I wish they were the Ultimate Fighter coaches. I think they're both the elite of the elite. And I would love to see them argue with each other on the Ultimate Fighter show. I think that would be a ratings success. I mean, everyone would tune in for that one. I mean, imagine how big that fight would be. That'd be do over 1 million buys on pay-per-view. It'd be incredible. TUF Volk versus Yair would be way more interesting. Dude, I feel like Yair would get in trouble. Dude's crazy. A little bit crazy, I think. But yeah, that would. I mean, I still wouldn't watch regardless. I don't. I just don't care. Just don't care enough. I just don't care enough to watch The Ultimate Fighter. I just want to see the fights. If there's something really interesting that happens, I'm sure someone will clip it. And it'll get shared around on social media. Other than that, I don't care about it. Maybe I'll try to tune in for one episode this year. But I've never been an Ultimate Fighter watcher for a long, long time. I haven't. How do we fix the heavyweight division? As of now, it's full of one-dimensional competitors and fat middleweights. Dude, I don't know. Raise fighter pay. Anybody who's super athletic, who's that size, is going to another sport. That is it. That is it. Anybody who is that size and super athletic is going to go to another sport that pays way better. And that's really what's going on there. I don't know how it's already 12 o'clock almost. I don't get it. Where does the time go? How long do you guys want this stream to go for? Is the real question. Because it's about to be Wednesday. And that's crazy to me. That the week is already gone. We're about to get into the fights again. And then I got to work on another full card prediction potentially. Which is crazy to me. That's mind-blowing. 1 more hour seems reasonable. Carlos Felipe, greatest heavyweight of all time in the world, just doesn't know it yet. No. 8 hours, 3 more hours. I don't know. 20 more minutes? 23 more minutes? I don't know how long we'll go. I don't know. 8 more hours of Boston crabbing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Show respect to Carlos Felipe. No, absolutely not. I have no respect. Didn't he get cut from the organization for something? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. What's your favorite YouTube channels? Indigo Traveler travel channels of some sort. Indigo Traveler is one of them. I'm trying to think what else that I watch. Indigo Traveler is really good. They haven't been posting lately though. Other than that, I'm just kind of watching like the randomest channels. I would say there's nothing I crazy watch with any what's the word I'm looking for? Regularity. I'm on my MMA YouTube channel right now, so this isn't really necessarily stuff I watch here. I'm trying to think though. What do I watch? I watch Indigo Traveler, but they haven't been posting. Indigo Traveler. Let me make sure they haven't been posting still. Yeah, I guess he's taking some time off. He hasn't posted in 5 months. Dude's got 2 million subs. He has a great channel, though. I absolutely love Indigo Traveler. Sometimes I find myself watching a lot of those like OSHA videos where they're talking about workplace safety. And it's like a monotone robot voice. And they talk about accidents that can happen. Or have happened. What else do I watch? I'm trying to think. Oh, Work Safe BC I watch. I also watch Practical Engineering occasionally. I occasionally watch Bald and Bankrupt. What else? I don't really watch any of this. Yes, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's probably other ones I'm not thinking of. I watch a lot of like random like tech reviews and stuff like that. But that can be anything. Any channels. I've been watching some disc golf recently. Jomez Pro. If you guys want to see some good disc golf stuff, go watch Jomez Pro. They cover a lot of the tournaments and stuff. So, yep. Top 10 shots from the 2023 OTB Open. Jomez Disc Golf Highlights. It's a pretty good channel. So if you guys want to see any disc golf highlights, go to Jomez Pro. Like if I really got some time to kill, I'll watch some Jomez Pro. I'll watch some of the tourneys. Let's see what they got. The Swenson Park. Hole 1. 348 feet. Boom. Highs are in. Skip. Parked right at the basket. Oh, that was a beauty. That was an absolute beauty of a shot. To park that at 348 feet was a beauty. And they do the little follow flights where like it'll follow the disc. And it's an absolute beauty. Oh, they're showing another one. Same hole 1. Dude just throws out over stable. Boom. Skips in right to the basket. What an absolute beauty. It says 496 feet. Holy shit. I can't imagine having that type of accuracy at 496 feet. Great putt. That's probably a 100 feet putt right there. So yeah, I watched that too. Tony Kelly versus Rodriguez. How do you pronounce his last name? I don't even remember. Dumas would be legendary for TUF. Did Dumas get cut or what? Dude looked horrible. Do you watch WWE? No. Why aren't champions and ranked contenders more active? Most of them fight 1 or 2, 3 times a year. I have no idea. I guess injuries and stuff, but it's also just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on half the time. It seems like the UFC doesn't care. Half the time they don't care. I mean, look at Hamza. Dude hasn't fought in how long? He didn't take any damage in his last fight. Dude could have fought the next week. I don't know. I don't even know who's in the NBA Finals, so I can't tell you. I could not tell you who I think. But it's annoying. It's annoying the champions and ranked contenders aren't more active. Hey, I don't know if you answered this question or not, but I was wondering as well if Conor's next pay-per-view drops in numbers or not. No, I don't think it will. I think it'll do good numbers. If he loses to Chandler, I think he'll start to drop. I think he'll start to drop in numbers. Would be my guess. But I think his next pay-per-view will be huge because of the amount of time that he's been off. And absence makes the heart grow fonder. So I think a lot of people will be hyped. Oh, the king is back. The Conor McGregor simps will be saying the king is back. The king of what? A pile of white dog shit? Dude's lost and got destroyed in his last, 2 fights? And then the only win he has in the last 7 years is a dead body of Cowboy Cerrone. So, yeah, the king of what is what I would say. Nuggets or Heat? I don't know, dude. Do you look at the UFC and their champions as an undisputed figure within the sport of mixed martial arts? I don't know what you mean by that. As an undisputed figure within sports of mixed martial arts. I don't know what that means. Do I look at the UFC and their champions as an undisputed figure? I don't know what you mean by that. You'd have to be more specific. Dead body of Cerrone, exactly. I'll never forget Stephen A. Smith came out and said, yeah, Cowboy Cerrone quit. Cowboy Cerrone didn't show up that night. And the MMA media and the MMA fans jumped down his throats. and just shit all over Stephen A. Smith. And I said, he's right. I wish I had a YouTube channel that. He's right. Cerrone didn't show up. Cerrone did quit. Cerrone didn't want to be in there. The MMA media, I remember specifically Luke Thomas was going after Stephen A. Smith. And then Cowboy Cerrone himself came out and said, I quit in there. I didn't show up. And then the MMA media was like, that's not what he really meant. So it was embarrassing. Stephen A. Smith said something. The MMA media jumped down his throat. Then that fighter who he said it about came out and said that was right. That was accurate. And then the MMA media said, no, that's not true. Because they didn't want Conor's win to be legitimized in any way. In boxing and Muay Thai, it's normal for fighters to fight once per month, if not sooner. Meanwhile, elite MMA fighters compete way less frequently. Do you think the UFC and their champions are the best in the world? In most cases, yes, but not always. If you don't get concussed or take significant damage during a fight, you should be allowed to hop back in the cage. They are allowed to hop back in the cage the following week. We've seen guys fight on like 10-day turnarounds. But it just doesn't happen. It just never happens. So it's very unfortunate. Cowboy 100% took a dive against McGregor. And they acted like McGregor invented shoulder strikes. I guarantee Cerrone took a dive against Conor. I guarantee Cerrone took a dive against Conor. He didn't fumble the bag. Maybe, or maybe just Conor's just a dead body. That's basically it. Is Guram the new king of pulling out? It seems like it. Why would anyone go on TUF, to be honest? There's so many easier ways to get in the UFC. Yeah, I know what you mean. The UFC probably sells it to him like, oh, you know what kind of publicity you're going to get, especially with Conor as the coach? So with Conor as a coach, it probably might be worth it. He straight up said his heart wasn't with him. He didn't lose. He gave up and took a payday. Exactly. And then the MMA media came out and said that's not what he really meant. It's a sad state of affairs when Stephen A. Smith is giving more accurate takes than the MMA media that's been around for 20 years. Holly invented the shoulder strikes? Probably. Probably did. Stephen A. Smith destroyed basketball discourse, Joey? I don't know what that means. What's up, Joey? Just got back from training. Nothing much. About to get off stream. I don't even know how you guys show up for these late streams. But I guess sometimes it's different times in other parts of the world. Put in the chat, what time is it where you're at right now? What happened to Pena versus Nunes 3? Pena pulled out. She broke her arm or some shit, or broke a rib. I don't even remember what it was now. It's 9:02, 9 p.m., 9 p.m., 12. 12. Stephen A. Smith hasn't been back since. He could have made the UFC more popular. 12, it's 10 p.m. MMA Joey, I'm a fan. Appreciate it. It's 11 p.m., 1:30, 11, 10. It's a night world around here. 9:30. California. Playing Age of Empires 4, listening to Joey. 2 p.m. in Australia. Bitsy, if I come visit you in Australia, do I got a room at your house or what? That's what I need to know. Look, who in the chat, if I came to your country or your state, who would let me stay at their house? That's what I need to know. I need to know who the real supporters are, so when I get to 100K subscribers, I can remember the real supporters, all right? I got you, bro. Me from Thailand. Thank you. Texas. I'll never forget when Poirier fought Conor the second time, and the commentator said those Conor McGregor shoulder strikes and Poirier would. You got a spot on my couch? Come to Asheville and I got you. Where's Asheville? I let you crash here, but you got to beat me in a bare knuckle knife fight. Your mom wouldn't allow it? I think she would. She stays the night at my house all the time. I got you in my car in Indiana here, North Carolina. All right, I'm coming to Asheville, John. Are your parents gonna let me sleep on the couch or what? Are you hyped for the return of Joanne Calderwood? You're the second person that's asked me this stream. Ron Casso says yes. He let me stay in Detroit. If I come to Bangkok, Thailand, I can stay with you. Thank you, Jay. I'm on my way. I am on my way, bro. You can sleep with my cat in the shed. You keep your cat in the shed? Only if we go see NASCAR with Clay Weed and his boys. Well, then I'd rather rent a hotel. I got some beds in Jupiter. Where's Jupiter? Is that Florida? They think it was odd, but I explain. There's this guy I barely know. He's on the internet, and he pleasures me nightly. So I figured we'd let him. Crash here if you don't mind. He will kill my other cats if I let him inside, sadly. Dude, he's that crazy? So are you able to pet him or pick him up or what? Well, at least I know, look, if I'm all over the country, I can post on my YouTube community tab. Who's got a place I can stay here? And we'll see who lets me stay at their house. Imagine I just show up with Clay Weed and his boys. Imagine you told me I could crash at your place and I show up with Clay Weed and the boys. I can't let you devour my fridge. All right, that's understood. He loves people. He's very sweet, but can't stand other animals, unfortunately. How did he end up like that, dude? That sounds crazy. Party time. I can't let you get close. Where's Diego Sanchez's coach at? Can't forget his training methods. Him hanging upside down and getting CTE in training. I know. Rapid Wi-Fi in UK Midlands. Breakfast in bed, free breakfast, and rapid Wi-Fi. I'll take it. Just an hour north of Chicago. Yup. I actually think the ghost of Tony Ferguson could beat Bobby Green so long as he actually tries and doesn't just give up in there. Yeah, I'm hoping so as well. Thoughts on Brunson versus Sharaputan? It is a fake fight. It is fake news, and it is not happening. Confirmed by a legitimate source. So I have no thoughts on a non-existent fight. Are you more hyped for 290 or 291? 290 for sure. But 291 is really good too. You can't stay at mine unless you're doing Boston Crab demonstrations. Well, I'm going to demonstrate on you. I'm going to break into your house and I'm going to put you in a Boston Crab. I wonder what one of you guys would do if I just somehow got your address and I just knocked on your door. Hey, you mind if I stay the night? I wonder if your jaw would just drop. Joey, should I skip my graduation and watch UFC 289? Honestly, if you're 50-50, then just go to your graduation. It's not that great of a card. The only thing that's worth watching is the co-main event. Rate 291 with and without the BMF belt out of 10. With the BMF belt, it's like a 6 out of 10. Without the BMF belt, it's like an 8 out of 10. The BMF belt just makes it corny. It just makes it corny, in my opinion. If I saw you at my door, I'm throwing head kicks right away. Good luck. Good luck. You throw a head kick at me, you're getting bitch slapped immediately, Napoleon Dynamite Kip style. And then you're getting Boston Crab. You'd probably miss your wife's funeral for a Charles Oliveira fight. Bro, that's petty. Well, she won't know anyway, so what's the point? Conor's in the testing pool, apparently. According to Michael Chandler on the TUF post-fight show. Well, I checked him being tested. It's updated weekly. He's not been tested yet. So we'll find out. If he barely gets tested, we know what's up. Dana White loves incorporating these WWE antics. That he does. That he does. Good old John Mundy. My man John Mundy's got a YouTube channel, I see. You don't post very often, but you post a little bit, I see. Get back on it, dude. Keep posting. You got to stay consistent. When is the return of Nick Diaz? If Colby Covington wins the welterweight belt, you'll see the return of Nick Diaz. Knowing that you put me in a Boston Crab, if I didn't, I'd let you crash at my place and feed you breakfast in the AM as to appease you. iPhone keeps running out of storage. That's crazy. You're recording all these on your iPhone? That's crazy. Look at that head of hair. Look at that head of hair. Better promoter, Vince McMahon or Dana White? I don't know. I'll say Vince McMahon, but I don't know. I think Alex would, but a career-altering beating on Yair. Alex Pereira. Haircut incoming for graduation. I had a desktop, but it's broke now. Dude, buy a new one. Computers are cheap nowadays. Buy a new one, dude. Computers are cheap nowadays. Keep posting. Yeah, I think Alex would viciously KO Yair. I think Yair would mix in the grappling. But it'd be very interesting. I would love to see that matchup eventually. That'd be crazy. Imagine Yair just rushing in. But it'd be very interesting. I see a bunch of people saying Conor's team is garbage. That MMA Joey setup is immaculate. I know, dude. This is like a $12,000 setup here. This is like a $12,000 setup here, all right? Because that's how much of a badass I am. But you don't even need that much. You can get a $50 webcam, a $200 computer, a $30 set of lights, and a $50 microphone, and you're good to go. If Usman loses to Hamzat, Nick Diaz might actually get that fight with him. Now, I don't think Nick Diaz is ever fighting again, to be honest. What do you use to edit your videos? Filmora. It's pretty cheap and it's very easy. It's very easy to learn and very easy to use. Conor's team is good, though. They're all yes men, and they're there to validate his delusional ego over sharpening his steel as a martial artist. Wouldn't surprise me. Here, let's see how many subscribers we can get John Mundy. Everyone go subscribe to John Mundy. Let's go see how many of you guys go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to John Mundy. I just put the link in the description. Not description, link in the chat. He's going to start posting more consistently. Now he's going to have a couple new subscribers. We got almost 100 people in here. So he's going to start posting more frequently now. So hopefully we can get him at least 10 guys to go subscribe. Everyone in the chat, look, if you want me to go longer on this stream, everyone go subscribe to John Mundy. I just posted the link to his channel. Okay? Click on the link, subscribe, and then come back if you want me to keep this stream going. So I'm waiting to see. Let's see. Only 3 people can do me that favor. Okay, we got 5 now. We got 5. We need at least 10 to go. And I'll keep the stream going. We got almost 100 people in here. Oh, no. So at least a couple people can go do it. And he's going to start posting more. So it's not that hard to go give someone a little support, you know? Once this stream ends, I got to watch the rest of Season 5 on All America. It's a damn great show. I don't even know what that is. Let me know if you subbed. I want to know if you subbed. Let me know in the chat if you went and subbed. There, I subbed. Now keep talking. Shut up, dude. Who you disrespecting like that? Spectominus. JJ Smoke subbed. Jack subbed. Don't let me down, John. New Mexico Lucha Libre subbed. I expect the video out ASAP. Now. Look at all those new subscribers you just got. Nice pronunciation. You're welcome. You're welcome. Look at, I just can't get over that luscious head of hair. You know how much Dominic Reyes would pay to have that head of hair, bro? Matter of fact, I want a video tonight. So, John Mundy, how does it feel to get about 15 new subscribers or like 12 new subscribers? How does that feel, Jack Mundy? Let me know. I'm interviewing you right now. Clayton Charles Guida is an American professional mixed martial artist currently signed to the UFC competing in the lightweight division. Did you just copy Wikipedia about Clay Guida? Look, I wouldn't want to chop it up with Clay Guida and his boys. All right? It feels great. Dude, it's hard to get subs. Rip Dominic Reyes' hairline? Yeah. Dominic Reyes would pay good money to get that head of hair. John Mundy is about to burst. Yeah. I expect, look, the second he posts a video, I expect to see people in the comments. I'm going to check it out myself. Yeah, big pause. Do you think Dominic Reyes beats John Jones? Do you think Dominic Reyes beat John Jones? I thought it was close. I thought it could have went either way. John and Joey should do a live collab. Let's pump the brakes on any live collabs just yet, all right? Let's pump the brakes on that one. That's a little bit too premature, all right? I'm not even collabing with people with more subscribers than me, all right? I'm just not a big collabber. I'm just not that type of person right now. I'm just ill prepared for that. I'm just ill prepared for that. I'm just doing my own thing, minding my own business, and I don't know. There might be more collabs in the future. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. If you want to see anyone collab with me, you're going to have to hit them up and tell them to hit me up. All right? And I still may not do it. But I'm just not a big fan of doing. I just like to mind my own business, stay in my own lane. And that's what I need. That's what I'm doing. I have to screen record a Zoom call and probably run that story. Dude, go cut some grass. So go cut some grass, John Mundy. Why aren't you cutting grass? Go cut grass, save $200 and buy a computer, dude. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that one. Go cut some grass and buy a new computer. Dude, a computer ain't even that expensive. Let's go check it out. I'm just going to go look up like a nice computer from the company that built my computer. They have like some pre-built computers. I'm going to look like what's a low-level computer from them? Okay, low-level computer from them is $1,000. That's kind of pricey. But I'm sure you can go to Best Buy and buy like a pre-built computer for like $300 probably. Damn, Best Buy is ass. I bet you Best Buy goes out of business within like 10 years. I would say. Let's go desktop all-in-ones. All-in-one desktop. Ooh, look, $479. Boom. $649. It's not too bad. So you can buy something. You'll never find a half decent computer for $300. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Breaking Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prohaska, UFC 293 Australia. Source, trust me, MMA Joey, it's real. Don't look it up. Just believe me. You know what's funny, Days? I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I heard from a source that that may very well happen. Okay? The main event for UFC 293 is being targeted for not Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prohaska, but Adesanya versus potentially Dricus du Plessis Co-main event, Jamal Hill, Yuri Prochazka. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. So, main event 293, Israel Adesanya, Dricus du Plessis. Co-main event, Jamal Hill, Yuri Prochazka. That's what I heard through the grapevine. All right, per sources. Per sources, all right? Was actually trolling, but some news. It might not happen. But apparently that's what the UFC is trying to do. At least that's what I heard. So, right now I have 4 terabytes of NVMe. I have an i9 13900K with a 4090 with a Z790 motherboard. And that's it, right? That's all I need to talk about. And I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. 2 32 gigabyte sticks. $40.90 with an i9, no games is crazy. Dude, you know how many hours I've saved on rendering time? Yeah, I have a crazy computer. I bought a crazy computer because I just wanted to have the nicest computer. Oh, I know. There's no way. Go look on my Instagram right now. At MMA Joey C. I posted pictures of my setup on Instagram, dude. Let's see how long ago my last pic of my setup was. You have to scroll back March 23rd. You can look at my PC. Or you can go back to February 1st and you can kind of see it for a couple different pictures. Did you build your own? No, I had it custom built. I didn't feel like building it. Joey, for what you do with YouTube, you really only need like a 2060 or even a 1660 GPU. I know. I know it's overkill. It's overkill, but damn, does it just blow through renders. I can edit 4K footage and it's not lagging at all. So, I don't know. I just went for overkill, future proof. But if you don't believe me, go to my Instagram right now and look. So, it's a beauty. 64 gigabytes of RAM, 4090. 4 terabytes of NVMe storage. And I also have a 14 terabyte Seagate desktop hard drive as well. 14 terabyte. I actually just bought this recently. If you did that 8-hour video, it's not an 8-hour video, it was a 27-minute video. If I did that on my regular computer, just rendering it, I think that render took about 5 minutes, I want to say, maybe less than 5 minutes. On my laptop. My laptop's mad nice. I paid $2,000 for my laptop. On my laptop, it would have probably took an hour to an hour and a half to render. So, let me see what my laptop is. I don't remember. My laptop is an XPS. I don't remember. It's a Dell XPS something or other. It's got an i7. My laptop's pretty nice. Look at that. It's a pretty nice laptop. This is all touchscreen. It's pretty nice. It's a sweet laptop for sure. Let me go see what it is actually. It's taking forever to load. But this thing is actually pretty nice. But this thing would have took like an hour to an hour and a half to render the video from yesterday. Where my PC took like less than 5 minutes, I think. Let's go to settings. Let's go to about. So this has got a i7. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM. Remind me. Now it's got all these updates popping up. I'm trying to see what graphics card it has. Oh my goodness. All these pages are popping up now that haven't been used a computer in a while. Doesn't say what. How do I look at what graphics card it has? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? XPS 9500 is what it is. Dell. But this laptop's mad nice. I paid $2,000 for this laptop. GPU. I think this might be it. This might be what I have. I think it has a 1650 Ti. I think it has a 1650 Ti. At least from this article. This is a really nice laptop, though. It's really fast. It's really snappy. It does everything great. But it's just not fast enough when it comes to rendering videos. And I need the extra time. When I want to do 4K videos, I need extra time. It takes way too long. But yeah, this laptop's pretty sweet. I haven't even used this laptop in literally like 3 months. But look, this thing's pretty nice. It's pretty thin. It's pretty light. It's pretty nice. Basically, this laptop is used so little. If there was an intruder, I could probably beat him over the head with this. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, I bought this in 2021 because I wanted to start a YouTube channel. And I did. So, it's just sitting over here on the side. Occasionally I'll open it up for something, but yeah, there you go. Any insight on UFC Nashville main event? I'm hearing Ortega versus Chikadze. I have no idea. Bryce Mitchell's keeps calling out Mobsar. So maybe that happens. I think that would be my guess. Because Mobsar's been calling out Bryce. Bryce said he would fight him, so. Joey looks like a real West Sider. I don't know what that means, but all right. Alrighty. Ortega witness in the witness protection. Ortega went in the witness protection to avoid Ilya. But yeah, I wish you guys could see my computer, but I'm not going to move my camera to turn it towards my computer. My computer's a real beaut. It looks pretty sweet. It's sitting right on my desk right here. You can kind of see some blue light coming from it. You see that right there? That's crazy. I never even thought of that. Yep, there's blue light coming right there. Ortega's a bum. Dude, Ortega is just squatting in the rankings. We were talking about it yesterday. Just squatting in them rankings. Where's the UFC 289 predictions? We've talked about them throughout. But I'm going Amanda Nunes. For Oliveira Beneil, I've been flipping and flopping back and forth. I'm probably, I don't know. I want to say I'm going Charles, but I may very well go Beneil. I haven't decided. I got to watch some fight tape and then decide from there. How does Zabit do against the top 5? I think he gets worked by Volk. Against the rest of the top 5, I'm not sure. He loses to Max probably. He probably beats Ortega, loses to Arnold Allen, beats Emmett. Would be my guess. But Neil, easily. Ortega's best win is Korean Zombie. Yeah, dude, and it's crazy. Ortega has better wins than Colby. And Colby's getting a title shot. So we might as well give Ortega another title shot. But that is hilarious. You forgot Yair. Yair's the champion. Or no, Yair's interim champion, so he didn't show up in the rankings. Oh, he did. He is still ranked number 1. I'm an idiot. I must have just missed it. I think Yair wins. That was a fight that was scheduled so many times. I would have loved to have seen it. I would have loved to have seen it. Joey talking about the laptop like my older brother when he tries to sell me his old PC after he upgrades. Oh, he'd be hyping it up. I wasn't trying to hype it up. I just needed something that would give me more time. There was times where I was rendering videos. I had to go lay down for a little bit. I fall asleep for a few minutes, come back, and I have to upload the video. And my laptop would get so warm from trying to render out those 4K videos. It definitely wasn't good for it. Come UK, it's all 5G fiber optics. Haha, we're a tiny country. Best bit of UK Wi-Fi and free healthcare, and we have private. It's the same as my old one. Got Lenovo UFC worst. I don't even know what that means, but that sounds good. The fiber optics sound good. Yo, John Mundy has some fire videos, bro. Thanks for giving that man some exposure. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but I don't know. I haven't checked them out yet. I'll have to check them out. How can you compare Ortega to Neil Magny in any way? Who did? I didn't do that. Think Amanda may drop the gloves if she fashionably gets this done? I doubt it. She's going to keep collecting paychecks, I think. She's not getting paid a crazy amount. Not sarcasm? All right. I'm glad to hear. Hey, Joey, just got here. How's your night? My night is about to get a lot better. Because I've had a wonderful stream. This has been a great stream. And I'm getting ready to go to bed soon. And I'm getting to bed early. Juliana Pena and Izzy are similar in the striking department. I would say Juliana Pena is a little bit more technical and has a bit more power. Hot take, Amanda's 145 strap is equivalent to Colby's interim belt. That's not a hot take. That's accurate. Somebody above compared him to Magny and Dan Hooker. Oh. Luke knows me in real life. John Mundy called up his friend and said, this YouTuber just gave me a shout out on his channel. Go check it out. He called up his buddy Luke and said that. He's like, yeah, go check this out. Check out the timestamp. He shouted out my channel. That's what happened right there. I'm telling you right now. I know for a fact that's what happened. Look, he's laughing because he knows it's true. He knows it's true. Hey, man, I try to help anyone out. So, got to keep posting, though. Keep posting, keep posting. I expect in your next video, it better be UFC related, and I want to hear something I inspired this video. Even if it's just 1 second you mention it. Joey's spot on. I know I am. How is Bilal striking so good when he trains with Juliana Pena? Dude, Juliana Pena is the most elite striker in the UFC right now. Joey, best and worst UFC champion? I mean, question mark. Best UFC champion currently, I'll say Johnny Bones Jones. Worst champion currently, Alexa Grasso. There you go. Till taught Hamzat how to wrestle. Dude, I remember people acting like Darren Till was going to become some elite wrestler because he was training with Hamzat. I remember people kept telling me I was dumb. You're not taking into account he's training with Hamzat Chimaev. You're not taking into account he's training with Hamzat. I bet you can literally find comments of that. Dude, Darren's always been a bum that's been overhyped by the UFC. And it's been annoying. I thought he was going to at least develop some takedown defense. No, it doesn't work like that. Dude doesn't care. Dude doesn't fight. Dude doesn't train. Dude tears his ACL every fight as an excuse. And it never ends. It never ends. That's all we hear. That's all we hear. is, oh no, he trains with so-and-so. Now all of a sudden all his abilities are going to be transferred over. That's not the way the world works. That's not the way the world works at all. But people keep acting like it does. And it doesn't. Luke and I are Guida boys of Asheville, North Carolina. Okay. All right. You're hanging out with Clay Guida and his boys. After this stream, I'm watching TUF episode 1. Please don't, Jack. Please don't. Yeah, Till was butt always. I've always said that. You can go back and watch my first video on the channel. I say Till is overhyped. Marlon Chito Vera is talking about down the line, I will rematch Corey, and trust me, I will finish him. I want to fight. What's so bad about it? No spoilers, though. Dude said no spoilers. Look, I'm just going to tell you, there's not a flying triangle 10 seconds into the first round of the fight that they show. There's not a flying triangle. Okay? Is Cheeto overrated? I don't think he's overrated. I just don't. He has a certain set of skills that just aren't going to work at the highest of high levels. If that makes sense. I want to see Cheeto versus Song too. Being dead serious though, Jack, I did not watch it. I don't plan on watching it. But the fight only lasted 10 seconds. Okay? Which is pretty obvious when you get down. It's the last minute of the show and the fight still hasn't happened yet. Henry should retire. Maybe he should. Maybe he should. I can't believe MMA Fighting really doing recaps. Let's see if they're really doing it still. Oh no, they're done. They got 171 likes on it. The Ultimate Season. Like, are we really doing that? Are we really doing live reactions? Like, if there's people doing live watch-alongs of The Ultimate Fighter, I'm going to throw up. I don't see any, but the show's over now, so I guess it doesn't make any sense. I'm being dead serious. I'm embarrassed of anyone doing that. That's crazy wild to me, if you are. I don't see anything, no. Watching a reality show live with other grown men. Cheeto Vera stays in first gear until the third round, maybe. If you find out there was a Boston Crab one of the episodes you will watch, now I'll just watch the highlight. Corey versus Umar prediction. I'm going Corey right now. Should my debut video recap TUF 1 episode? Yes, do it. Jack, I want to see you make a video, dude. Go make a video and record it and put it on your channel. If you want, I won't share it with anyone, all right? I won't talk about it. MMA Fighting is a snooze fest, I know. Henry should be excommunicated from the sport for that 3-year clown show we were forced to see from him. Dude really thought he was going to get that Conor back. He really did. He really did. And had absolutely no leverage at all. Nobody cared. He retired and nobody cared. That had to be the ultimate dagger to the heart. Are you actually going to record a video or not, Jack? Even if it's like 5 minutes long. Come on, do it. It'll be funny. I want to see it. It can't hurt. What, are you going to worry about another man laughing at you? A little bit? You're always in here using my profile pic. It's the least you can do. Whose finishing sub move was the Boston Crab? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not sure. We'll see. My parents wouldn't let me use a webcam. Well, looks like you're going to have to record it on your phone. Had to whip out the second channel to give Joey another sub. You didn't need to do that, dude. I need 100% authentic subs, but it's just one. That'll be all right. But don't ever say anything. You're whipping out anything for me ever again. Don't ever talk like that ever again. Jack has the funniest profile pic I've ever seen. Dude, Jack's constantly taking screenshots. Jack's constantly taking screenshots and setting them as his pic, and he can't even record a video. I'm saying they won't let me show my face when I used to stream on Twitch. It was a no face cam web stream. Dude, what's it matter? What, is some dude going to flirt with you online? Like, tell him it's a dream of yours to be a YouTuber. Look at Mr. Beast. Look at Mr. Beast, okay? Axel, don't even play, dude. But YouTube would delete it. YouTube would delete all that shit. They can tell. I'd have to do the videos Weasel style. No, you don't. Record it with your phone. You're about to be an adult. Don't be a puss. You're literally about to be an adult and you're acting this. You're this much of a puss. All right, Jack. Would you get punished if your parents caught you giving the middle finger? Yeah, send those subs to 1. 2 years, you'll be 18. Bro, don't ever message me something like that ever again. 2 years from now, I'll be 18. Like, nah. I think you're just making excuses, Jack. I think you're making excuses. I want to see some predictions, all right? I want to see some predictions out of you. Who knows? Your channel could blow up. Next thing you know, you got more subs than I do. On a scale from Pena to Izzy, how good is Kron Gracie striking? I think Kron Gracie is elite. Elite of the elite. Hey, when does he fight? Who, Conor? Probably never. It wouldn't shock me if Conor, like, has an overdose on cocaine and he's going to be out for another 2 years. I think something along those lines. Someone in the chat should go live. Someone in the chat should go live on their YouTube channel, and then I'll send everyone from there to here, from here to there. But you have to have face cam. I want to know what someone in the chat looks like. I couldn't believe Puelles throws more strikes than Kron and still a bum. Dude, they're both so bad. They should match them up against each other, to be honest. They should match them up against each other, to be quite honest. It would make perfect sense, even though they both should be cut from the organization. I'm just looking at random live streams right now. What a day, what a day. Okay, just scrolling through. I wish there was a way to find live streams that have, like, no viewers. I would love to see that. Just find me live streams that have no viewers at all. What is this? This is some channel right now. It's some singing competition. They have 26,000 people watching live. This is craziness. There's some random ass channels streaming right now. But all of them have like hundreds of people watching, if not thousands. I want somebody that's got like 5 people watching. I feel like that was a shot at me. What did I say? What do you mean he has a fight? I want to know when, bro. He doesn't have a fight. It's not booked. He has not been tested by USADA yet. If he does fight, it'll be in December or January. I'm taking Conor to beat Volk. No. If Conor gets brutally KO'd in the first round, will Dana try to cope? And how? What do you think he'll say? He'll be like, oh, he's coming in off a long layoff. He had his leg broken, blah, 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 blah. He stepped in there, he asked for the toughest guy he could ask for, and he just got clipped. We'll see what happens. That's what he'll say. He'll say something like that. That's what it will be. Why is there not a single stream we can raid that has like 5? I want like 5 viewers or 0 viewers that has a face cam. But I can't find anything. Whoa, what is this? Just late night quick chat with friends. There's the weirdest channels on here. What is this? I found some like truck driver dude that's live right now. But I have no idea what he could possibly be talking about. He looks like quite the character. So let's just go ahead and skip over that one. And you can't even really see him. This is wild. Conor will beat Chandler and then celebrate like he won the belt. Yep, he will. New mythical fighter, the notorious Conor, the cokehead McGregor. Yep. Run a sound test and yell out Joe Martinez announcement outside. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. Just go outside and just yell Joe Martinez and see if the mic picks it up. Is that what you're telling me to do? Your channel came up random AF a week ago and I subbed and been on every live since. Have you been enjoying the channel? Have you been enjoying the channel? Ice Cold Yellow Red Bull. That's the real question. Have you been enjoying it? That's just crazy you happen to find it. I haven't been putting out like a crazy amount of content this week just because there hasn't been a lot going on. I've been trying to relax a little bit because I've been putting out content like crazy. What is this? So I've been kind of using this week as like a little break, even though not really hasn't been a break because I've been pumping out content still. Yes, awesome, bro. Gotta grind. Exactly. Gotta grind. Yeah, there's really nothing live right now. There's nothing live at all. Just fake channels talking about the Ultimate Fighter, which is horrible. What is that? There's all these like rest and relaxation channels. And MMA gaming. YouTube's such an abundant space. There's so many people live streaming right now. I would love to know how many people are live streaming right now. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got Kron. If Conor somehow fights Chandler, he sits in the pocket. Michael's lighting him up. 170 is a joke. I wonder what weight class they actually fight at. I hate the content. That's why I'm here all the time watching. You hate what content? Dana said we don't do catch weights, but it was fine when Conor went to fight Cowboy at 170 for a future lightweight title fight. I know. Tyson Fury versus Kron Gracie. Kron Disgracie. That's his nickname. We got to start his nickname. Kron Disgracie. It's his new nickname. Okay? That's what we call him. Kron Disgracie. Conor versus Chandler at heavyweight? Yeah. Dude, the fact that Chandler just rimmed his way into fighting Conor is craziness. It should be at 155. Dana said it'll be at 155, but I have a feeling it's going to be at 170. Because Dana's like, all this money he's going to make us. I'll give in to whatever he wants. And Chandler doesn't care. And you know the way it goes. But anyway, guys. It's been real. It's been fun. It hasn't been real fun. But I will be back for the weekly live chat tomorrow. And yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Do me a favor. Listen, guys. We'll see if anybody actually does it. I worked hard on this video. It doesn't have a crazy amount of views. It doesn't have a horrible amount of views. If you guys could please go to my most recent video, watch it, comment on it, and like it. If everyone in this chat does it, it'll help boost it in the algorithm. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We will do a 3 or 4 hour stream when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you want to help do that, go to that video, like it, watch it all the way to the end, and I would greatly appreciate it. Walt Harris says he just watched your vid. What are you talking about? Now I need to know what you're talking about here. Did you just make that up? What is Walt Harris talking on anyway? That would be pretty cool, but I think you just made that up. That's such the randomest thing. Let's see. Walt Harris live. No. Me and Fries are tied on timestamps. Days has just been making up shit all stream. I want to hear. Defo 170. Peace out, Joey, and chat. Later, people. Make some noise if you are ready. Yeah. But yeah, it's been real, guys. It's been fun. I can't wait for Walt Harris versus Josh Parisian's butt crack. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Go to the link. I would greatly appreciate it. Go to the link in the chat that I just posted. Help boost in the algorithm. It would help the channel vastly. Watch it, like it, comment on it. Make sure to comment on it. That's how I know you did it. Good night, goodbye, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the weekly live chat. I'm going to sleep. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I will talk to you later.